Hey everybody, as always, I hope you're doing well today. Today I'm going to be walking you through how to try and do a manual atomic time receive using your Casio Pro Trek PRW-2500 watch. So this is an atomic watch, and if you've got the automatic atomic receive on, every morning between 12 a.m. and 5 a.m., this watch should try and connect to one of 6 different time transmitters across the world and pull in the current time for you. Sometimes that works great, sometimes it doesn't. There's some different factors that can contribute to whether or not it works or not. If you're somewhere like me who's surrounded by trees and just not in a very good location, you'll find that sometimes this feature doesn't work very well. But nonetheless, I'm going to show you how you can manually try to pull in the time using the atomic feature. The other thing I should mention is every morning between 12 and 5, your watch will continuously try this up to 6 times. After 6 unsuccessful transmissions, it basically stops and it'll start trying again on the next day. So in the regular timekeeping screen, all we're going to do is press the mode button a few times until we get to a screen that says R/C at the top. This is going to be your atomic receiving screen. You'll notice in the top corner, if there's not an indicator there on any of the screens, that kind of tells you that you didn't get a successful transmission for that day. But in this screen, I can actually see the last date and time of my last successful transmission. For me, it was January 28th at 12:04 a.m. Now today is February 4th, so it's been about 7 days since I've got a successful transmission. Chances are when we try and do the manual transmission, it's not going to work, but at least I can show you how to do it and at least show you what it looks like if you don't get a successful transmission. If you wanted to try and do a manual transmission, while you're in this screen, all you're going to do is press and hold the altimeter button. And you'll notice now the receiving indicator in the upper left-hand corner is blinking. That's showing us that it's trying to pull in the atomic signal. We also get an indication of what level signal we have. L1 is going to be your lowest, and L3 would be your highest. So our signal strength is not very good. I'm not too optimistic that we'll get a successful reading, but this is what you would do if you wanted to try and do it manually. The process can take anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute, and we're going to see one of two things. Either we're going to get a successful transmission. If we do, the indicator will stay up in the upper corner, and our date and time will update as the last successful transmission time and date. If we don't get a successful transmission, we'll see an error on the screen. And that's what we see here. So unfortunately, I didn't get a successful transmission. Normally what I would do in a case like this is I would go outside, try and get to where I can do the same process, but hopefully get a higher than level 1 rating and see if I can get a transmission with a better signal. Once we're done, you can try this as many times as you want to. Once you're done, you can press the mode button to go back to your timekeeping screen. So nonetheless, I hope if nothing else, I showed you how you can try and manually pull in the atomic time, and I also showed you how you can look and see when your last successful transmission of atomic time was using your Casio Pro Trek watch.